Week 13. That's right, it's week 13 of Batteryman, the journey in becoming an electrician. From scratching my head, trying to figure out what I was going to do or how I was going to do it, to choosing a provider and then getting stuck in with my material. This week I finished my second book and prepare for the upcoming exams. This week I learned about different study methods and how knowing how I respond to studying might help me as I continue the learning journey. The training pointed out that it's up to me to progress and dictate the speed of my training. I don't really consider myself a sit down and read a book type of learner, although I do enjoy learning about the things that I have an interest in and a deep desire to learn in general. Are you the same? The material talked about 3 different types of learners: visual learners, learning through reading; auditory learners, learning through listening; and kinesthetic learners, learning by moving, doing and touching. I'll be honest, I always thought I was the third. I then went through an assignment to find out what style of learning I responded to. I'll reveal what type of learner I turned out to be at the end of this video. The material for this week also encouraged me to have good revision techniques. Although sometimes with so much information, and I'll be honest with you, I've only touched the surface with what I presented in these videos, you do almost think, what do you revise? This is one of the reasons I started these videos. I've always had a passion for YouTube and been a long time viewer. If there's a problem with one of the vehicles, you look on YouTube. If there's an IT problem, you look on YouTube. I started watching some of the YouTuber electricians after researching solar panels. People like Thomas Nagy, Artisan Electrical and Nick Bundy. I thought I could do that, as in the electrical work. I've toyed with the idea of my own YouTube content in the past and decided that sharing what I was learning as I went along with that journey was a great way for me to revise what I was learning. By talking about it, I'm also interested in how YouTube works from the creator's point of view. So I'm scratching 2 itches with that. I plan in future to maybe do some interviews with businesses that cover things like engineering and renewable energy. Basically to talk to people about the subjects that I find interesting anyway.
In January we're starting with the solar PV courses.
Okay.
We're also starting with the electrical vehicle charging point course.
But why revise? Well, for one thing, it's a preparation for the upcoming exams. I have 2 exams coming up, which are a little bit further off than I expected, but I've been preparing for those. I've got the health and safety exam and the inspection and testing exam. The training provider gave me a number of online resources to be able to access information that I'd need for those exams. I've carried out mock exams, which I've passed, thank goodness. One of these resources is provided by the City of Guilds themselves. I'm going to have to re-revise these in the future before the exams because they're just a little bit further off. But in the meantime, I'll continue with my studies. Next week, we'll look at a glossary of terms used by electricians. I really do hope that I won't end up correcting my friends and family when they call their consumer unit a distribution panel. If you've stuck this far, my learning style turns out to be a mix of visual and hands-on learning. How do you learn best? Let me know in the comments. Well, until next time, keep learning. Batteryman out.